Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. My name is Pierre Hart, aka P Squiggle, aka Beatbox Kid, aka many other monikers that I'm probably not aware of. Some negative, some positive, but anyways, I'm decided to make a video to try to explain to you guys how my work works. Because, when you look at a stagnant image, you have no reference for the most part. Like, when you see a painting, you're just like, cool. But everyone knows that the more history you have behind the artist and the period of the time, the more that work makes sense, whether it's a book or, movie or anything. Like, it's just, even the cult classics, although they work and they have a timeless manner, they always find more the more you look into it. And that's kind of been my whole subject matter, is always just dissecting something more and more. So anyways, before we begin, I would like to explain to you a fractal. And a fractal, for you new age kids who definitely know what it is, say you had like a leaf. And so you have the basic pattern of the leaf, you got this sort of eye shape, and you zoom in, and you start to see more of the veins, and you can zoom into that, and there's more veins between the veins into each little shingle of the leaf. And then it just goes on to infinity, like these patterns, like I like to call it like a crack, or a vibrating crack. And the idea is that this crack follows an equation, and they came up with fractals like around the 80s, like with the Mandelbrot set. And I highly recommend looking up that video because it'll explain everything much better than I can. But with these paintings that I have, I try to follow that same concept of being able to, like, you look at something far away, and then you just zoom in, and it just starts developing more patterns. Just going on, just like, when you stare at the leaf. And it's tough to do with a painting because, like when you set a piece of pigment on a canvas, it just stays stagnant. It doesn't have any more organic substance that just can go on to infinity. That's why nature is the greatest artist in that sense. And so I'm going to try my best, and I'll show you the paintings. But the one I want to focus on is on the right here. It is about, I'd say, like 24 by 24. And it was inspired by Hieronymus Bosch. I never really quite had a name for it. I'll just say now, like Garden of Earthly Delights, inspired by. I'll come up with a name eventually. I used to be really good at naming shit. But anyways, so what we're looking at here is just a scene that I originally did from observation. I went to this place called Riverside Park in Fort Morgan, Colorado. It's a beautiful park, and it's been about a year since I did this scene. And I just sat and got my easel, and I looked out, and I just started painting. And what I want to try to show you is how the painting works, essentially. So I'm going to try and center it here. Okay, now what I'm going to focus on is the very center. The very center has an effect, like you obviously have to use your imagination, but it also is just the way I see it. But I'm going to point my finger, and if you look right here, see there's a nose. I'm pointing, like this is the nose, and this is the eye, and then there's another eye, like right here somewhere. Essentially, like you see this face, just going like, hey, what's up, hi. And the fractal point of it is that this face is actually like this face, like in a different sequence. So it's like step 1, step 2, step 3, high, and then just, okay. That's how I describe shit, side effects. Okay, so as we slowly zoom in, just keep looking at the center and try to imagine that face, where this is the nose right here. And we just keep going in, and then the face is slowly going to start to transform. Actually, it's starting to do it now. And, okay, now the mouth is open, and I even put like little letters that say, hey, hi, what's up? Well, just hi. And you see like the teeth, and the mouth, and the nose, and there's the eye again, and then there's the eye, just kind of streaming in to this like infinity effect, like each slide. And it's so awesome that I can try and show you guys this. And the more you zoom in, it just starts to become different things. Like, because this is originally just supposed to be like a bush. Okay, and then high, and now we can start to see the foliage. Like, these were the flowers that were originally part of the scene. You know, and just everything starts to become like leaves, and there's the eyeball still right there. Okay, there we go. You know, we've got like earthy tones. Zoom back. I'm gonna try one more time to see if you guys understand, because it's so far-fetched. Okay, there we go. About right that moment, at least for my eyes and into the camera, the face changes back to just, okay, so here's, you know, this is the mouth and the nose and the eyes. Okay, now we're gonna do this again and spend a lot of time. Like, your priorities are really gonna change. Like, you know, when you see the face now, if you saw the other face before, it's hard to see the prior one. You know, it's like when you see someone, like, first impressions are everything. So here's the face. When you zoom in, he's just like, hey. Okay. I guess technically it's she. I don't know why I'm saying he. Okay, so that's one part of the painting that you can entertain yourselves with. And, you know, we've got all these little uncomfortable, raunchy things. But I'll show you one more thing that I had going on with this. Okay, so we have this foliage and, you know, this beautiful woman right here being caressed by a hand. Like, I forgot to mention that there were no prior sketches to this painting. It was just all done intuition-wise. And this is, I think this is supposed to be me. I'm pretty sure it's me, like, painting, like, observing myself painting the painting. And in this mess of leaves and darkness, one thing is that it kind of follows a hand shape. Like, right here you have the thumb, and you have, like, the finger, just like, I'm going to try and demonstrate here. It's like you're grabbing it. It's like, yes, I'm a man. Deal with it. So we're going to do, once again, the fractal-esque sort of effect here. Okay, and we're going to zoom in, and the details and priorities start to change. And then for this one, there's another face. Like right here, here's the eyeball, another eyeball, and there's the mouth and the nose. And essentially, it's actually probably, I'm pretty sure it's that face too, but the face is going down. Like, if this painting was in motion, it's like we're capturing the motion, like every bit. You zoom in more, and now the face is really apparent. I'm pretty sure it's me, but, you know, that's just the ego. And it develops a lot of words. Obviously, the most decipherable one is free. Yeah, it's like freedom, and I just kind of went with it, hide. You know, you guys can play around with this video and shit. And so, you know, you zoom out, and, like, everything changes. Like, it just, there's so many ways, like, this painting can be viewed. Especially, like, in the different lightings. I haven't even shown you. Like, there's some sunlight. Like, when since it was painted in sunlight, it looks the best in sunlight. Because certain yellows only turn up when you put it in the sun, because there's just so much light. I don't know, light's such a fucking complicated thing. There we go. Now it really pops out, and, like, everything just changes. It's so crazy. I don't know. And there's, like, the face hidden behind that, and, you know, I was trying to capture motion and everything, just this whole torrent of life. Tempest. So, I've taken 8 minutes of your life, 9. I guess I can show you the other ones that I've had here that kind of follow the same thing, but not really. And this one is very, very high detail, but it also follows like a fractal. Like, you zoom in more, you don't see more details, lots of eyeballs. I think the problem people have with this shit is that, you know, I don't keep it on one set image. Because, you know, we gotta bring paintings to the next level. You can't just stare at one thing. And this one, it's a commission for somebody. I really need to deliver it to them. But there's just so many things I wanted to explain. Like, there's symbols that I use in the paintings, and I'm so terrible with conversation. I always like to blame it on my left-handed thinking. speech is developed in different ways, but that's why I keep it in the visual. So, thanks for watching, and hope you learned something. Okay, bye.